Tank Davis has everyone talking. With his mysterious plans and refusal to commit to a rematch with Lamont Roach, fans are starting to wonder if he's avoiding the fight. Is Tank really afraid of facing Roach again? Or is there something bigger behind his decision? The suspense builds.
And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure. But hopefully we could get it before... it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
We will never see that fight happen again. It just will not happen. Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't like hard fights. It's that simple. We've seen it over and over. He fought a Ryan Garcia drained. He fought a very inexperienced Rolly Romero. He will not fight Devin Haney. He will not fight Shakur. He will not fight Pitbull Cruz again. He will not fight Lamont Roach again. He will not fight Tefimo. He will not fight He will not fight those guys. That's just not.
Tank has spent his entire career dealing with accusations that he avoids the toughest fights. Critics have always pointed out how he never fought Vasily Lomachenko when the Ukrainian was at his peak, how he sidestepped Devin Haney, and how he didn't seem eager to take on Stevenson. And now, after the most controversial fight of his career, fans are once again saying the same thing. This time, it's Lamont Roach Jr.
My first contract is signed for an immediate rematch in the case of a draw or if I win. So I'm already contractually signed to a rematch. It's on him. I hope we can get it done because I want to show the world again that wasn't a fluke.
For years, nobody had truly come close to dethroning Tank. Every opponent he faced either got knocked out or dominated. But on the night he fought Lamont Roach Jr., something different happened.
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
you jabbed him.
Before I jabbed him. Even that right hand that, that kind of landed, he kind of rolled with it. But after that, you could see him wipe his eye. And then, right after I hit him with the jab, you could see him wipe his other eye. So it's like it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say.
Roach didn't just survive. He made it a real fight. He went blow for blow. He hurt Tank. And most importantly, he walked out of that ring with the belief that he had done enough to win. The judges didn't agree, scoring a majority draw, but the boxing world was split. Many believed Roach had exposed Tank in a way that nobody else ever had. The moment the fight ended, the demand for a rematch was everywhere.
That he won. Do you think the best thing going forward, they should just run it back, have a rematch?
Oh, yes, most definitely. I think a rematch is definitely called for. And I think probably, the sooner the better. So I would say, hey, let's work on a deal to where we could get in there within the next 4 to 5 months.
Yeah, I agree there.
Right after the fight, Davis started dropping hints that a rematch wouldn't be happening anytime soon. His first words in the post-fight interview were vague. When asked if he would run it back, he dodged the question and instead talked about how Roach wasn't as tough as people thought. Weeks later, when the pressure for the rematch started to heat up, he took to social media to say, "We'll see what happens, but right now, I got other things to handle." That was enough for many to believe he was looking for an escape route. Roach's camp immediately called him out, saying he was trying to avoid the rematch.
His fans might not even want him to run it back because they might fear that he could lose again or he could draw again.
Yeah.
Tank might go find some other little dude to pull up and then they're going to act like, oh, yeah, it's business, it's business. It's like, no, it's not business, bro. He's picking and choosing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what's next, but my thing is this. I feel like if he don't fight Lamont Roach, he going to look crazy.
Now, Tank has finally admitted it. Not only is he not rushing to fight Roach again, but he has already set his sights on another fight. When asked about the rematch, his answer was clear. It will, but right now, I'm focused on another thing. That was all it took for fans to go into a frenzy. This is exactly what people were expecting. Many had been saying from the moment the first fight ended that Tank would find a way to move on without giving Roach another shot.
It probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next. You might see it in a minute.
And now, with his latest admission, the criticism is only getting louder. Once again, people are calling him a fighter who picks his opponents carefully, someone who doesn't want to take on real threats back-to-back. If Roach was able to take Tank to a draw, what happens in a second fight when Roach comes back even better? That's the question fans are asking, and Tank's refusal to commit to the rematch is only adding fuel to the fire. Roach, on the other hand, has been relentless. He has made it clear that he wants the rematch immediately and has called Tank out on multiple occasions. However, Tank's corner believes differently. They even believe that Tank didn't break the rules.
Turned that all that it could get overturned, and what'd you think when they upheld it?
I thought they were, upheld it. He didn't break the rules. A lot of people seen him take a knee and thought he broke a rule, but hey, they did the right thing.
His team even went as far as saying that Davis and his camp are scared of what might happen in a second fight. That statement alone has only made the situation worse for Tank because, whether it's true or not, it's something that a lot of people actually believe. Tank has never been in a position where the public was this uncertain about him. He has always been the dominant force, the knockout artist who left no doubt about his victories. But for the first time in his career, fans are questioning him. For the first time, there's a real debate about whether he is as unbeatable as people once thought, and his decision to delay the rematch is making him look even more vulnerable.
I'm not a boxing aficionado, but I'm disappointed when I hear him say that we won't be able to see the rematch in 2025, and we're still in the first quarter, right? So that's kind of disappointing, right? So that lets you know the anticipation that people have.
Of course, Tank's fans argue that he has the right to move on if he wants to. They say that he is the star, the superstar, and that he doesn't owe Roach anything. If Roach really wants a fight, he can wait. That's how boxing works. The biggest names call the shots, and Tank is one of the biggest names in the sport. But even some of his own fans are starting to get frustrated. They want to see him in fights that prove he is the best. They don't want to hear excuses or delays. They want to see him settle unfinished business. And the Roach fight is now at the top of that list.
It was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we take it?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
Roach stepped into the ring as the underdog, but
the more Tank talks about his other plans, the more people will assume he is ducking Roach. It doesn't help that he still hasn't named the other thing he's focused on. If it's another big fight, why not announce it? Why keep it secret? That's what has people suspicious. If it's a fight against another top name, then maybe he has a point. But if it's just another hand-picked opponent, then the criticism is only going to get worse. Fans have been waiting for years to see him take on the best. Now, when he finally has a real challenger right in front of him, he seems to be backing away. Whether it's strategy, ego, or fear, only Tank knows the real reason.
Jonas shed some light on the negotiations for the rematch. While he didn't give too many details, Jonas did say that the second bout between Davis and Roach Jr. is all but finalized. Let's hear what he got to say right now.
Important question on everyone's mind. How close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal, and it's not far off.
As Tank's plans unfold, the boxing world is left wondering, will he face Roach again, or is he moving on to a new challenge? One thing for sure, the controversy surrounding this decision isn't going away anytime soon. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.